There were several prayer services tonight for the missing Wisconsin toddler whose body was found in a car's trunk. The night team's Jennifer Hoff reports on the investigation into how he got there. Jen.
Michelle, before they were grieving, volunteers were searching, particularly in and around a Chevy Impala, but authorities had been told that that car was locked, so they assumed 2-year-old Isaiah Thies was not inside it. Throughout a tiny northwest Wisconsin town.
Why didn't they look? That's all I can say is why didn't they open that trunk up and look?
There are questions amid signs of grief. How a toddler ended up in the trunk of a vehicle is part of the investigation unfolding in Centuria.
I don't get it. It hurts.
On Tuesday, some 200 miles northwest of Madison, Isaiah Thies disappeared. His father said he'd been playing with his older brother. Under the hot sun, hundreds of volunteers scoured the family's rural property, but 24 hours later, a deputy discovered Isaiah's body. The car in question belonged to a customer of the boy's father, who runs a repair shop at their home. Officials were told it was locked.
I was quite surprised. Operating under the belief that there was no access to those vehicles, and then, of course, finding out later that obviously there was.
The only thing that would have stopped me was the hospital bed, because I would have exhaustion from running, from looking, screaming. You know, not a moment would I have sat down.
As the small town waits for answers, it goes ahead and honors a little boy.
Gave up Sully. He was my favorite.
A little boy some never knew, but now will never forget.
I don't even know how to feel at this point.
The Sheriff's Department refused to say whether this case is accidental or criminal. Adding today's autopsy that was performed will help determine a cause of death. There was a large crowd at the vigils for Isaiah tonight, particularly the one in Centuria City Park. And Michelle, really these vigils and prayer services that are being held are just a start to the healing, rather, for this little boy.
Absolutely. It's so heartbreaking, Jen. Thanks.